Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dr. Quack podcast here. I have people ask me all the time, they say, how do you stay driven? How do you stay motivated? How do you continue on in life? And my simple answer is I've seen a lot of shit. I've been through a lot of shit. And believe me, the shit I see in today's world is nothing in comparison to it. I want to tell you all a story here. This was December 9th, 2003. I'll never forget it. It was over in Iraq. I was pulling Radio Watch that night. Radio Watch is where you're listening for calls to come in. And, if anything's going medical emergencies. This deployment, I was in the aid station. Well, let me tell you, this was, I finally got a DVD player. I'll never forget. I got a DVD player, and I was watching Married with Children season 1, because I really loved that show, and it was really great. But I remember going to bed, and I went to sleep. And I had the most craziest dream of my life. It was so realistic. We were in a firefight, and I really felt an RPG. It came this close to my face before I woke up, right there. I mean, it was mere inches. And I woke up screaming, I woke up screaming, and it was crazy. I mean, because basically what happened was we were a part of the very first car bomb in Iraq during OIF and OEF. And, I'll never forget it because I woke up and I felt the blast. That big blast. It was like, and glass shattered. I had a glass window right where I was sleeping. Shattered. I grabbed my whoopee, otherwise known as a poncho liner. Came over like this. Cut my hand about 3 times. I didn't claim the Purple Heart because I believe the Purple Heart was meant for life, limb, or eyesight, like the way it says. And could I have gotten it? Maybe. Did I want it? No. I did not want that. I wasn't deserving of that. I didn't feel that I got injured that bad. But, yeah, the guy drove through the gates and we built a wall there. And I remember there was higher-ups going, why are you guys building that wall? You don't need that wall. Well, this guy, drove him through the gate, had a tower up, crashed into the wall, hit the bomb before he died. A huge explosion, about 1.5 miles. And, there was a lot of people injured. It was about, I think, 71 casualties that I remember. I mean, it could be more, it could be less. If anybody's watching this that was there with me, feel free to confirm all this. I remember when we were taking people, we were putting them on evac. Because we had a lot of people hurt. Nobody died, thank God. But there were some people that got pretty messed up. My brothers, they got messed up. And trust me, it was not pretty. Big bloodbath in some cases. But, I remember sitting there just zoning out. Smoking probably a pack of cigarettes in an hour. Going, just totally gone. Not even thinking, just kind of out there. One of my sergeants, they took care of me, though. They made sure that I was okay. And that man is awesome. He knows who he is. He was one of the best. I don't really want to mention names too much, but yeah, man. I mean, war was hell, and I'm telling you, when you go through war, and you sit there and try to survive it, that's really what war is anymore. It was survival. You wanted to make sure you did the missions right, but you wanted to make sure you come home. And trust me, that was one of the most scariest things that we thought about probably every day was, will we ever get to see America again? Will we ever get to see our families again, our wives, our children? You know, a lot of things that we wondered, and thank God, most of us made it. There was a few that didn't, and God rest in peace on that, guys. God, one of the guys I met in my first day in my unit. First day after I came out of replacement and went over to the Rockasans. Go Rock. Met him, and he took care of me. He made sure I was okay. He made sure that my wife was, at the time, first ex-wife, don't you like that, was taken down to Texas where her family was, and make sure I had time to take leave and make sure I was ready before I had to go. But yeah, and he ended up passing away. He ended up getting killed over there. It was a scary thought. A lot of people ask how I can talk about this. Some people can't, and I totally understand that. I don't try to push issues like that. I won't. Some people won't talk to anybody outside the military like that. Me, I call it a coping mechanism because that's what it does for me. It generally makes me, it helps with the thoughts and the pain and things like that to be able to talk about this. Civilian world has no idea about this, and I wish they did. Not the fact of going through war and hell, but just to understand what we went through. It's very hard, and I don't expect no civilians to ever understand it. It's wild when you run into another veteran and how quickly we can click. That's something that the military had that civilian world does not. Military had camaraderie. When you had your brother to your left and to your right, that's all you had. You had those guys. Whether you liked them, hate them, those were your brothers. Those were the people that are going to help you out when world goes to shit. But people ask me why I keep motivated, why I keep going, because the shit I seen over there is nothing compared to the shit I see over here. Dude, there's no comparison. Civilians, they whine about I didn't get the latest iPhone, or I didn't get this, or I didn't get that. Trust me, in Iraq, when you had to dig a hole to take a shit, you had no plumbing. You had no PlayStations. You had none of that. Unless you bought them off the black market, which was a little fun. We did buy them. I actually got a European PlayStation 2 back in those days. It was kind of funny. It played the same, but, there were slight differences. But before I get too far off topic, I just wanted to share that story with you. Remember, everybody goes through hell in life. This number right here, I don't know if you guys know what this is. This is 22. 22 veterans a day end up committing suicide. So if you see a guy on the street and you think he's just some bum, it might be a veteran who fought for this country. If you can, look out for him, take care of him. He took care of you. He came out there and fought for your freedoms. Well, that's all I got to say about that. Good old Forrest Gump there. I hope y'all enjoy. I'm going to probably do a couple more videos. I just got some stories and things I want to tell. So I hope y'all enjoy, and I'll probably see you all in a little bit.